Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the session today. And this session today is not about any motivation. The session today is specially about the reflection. So, dear friends, we spend most of our lives like a sprint. We always try to finish something and we always try to run to the finish line, and that keeps us moving. So today, for the next few minutes, that sprint stops. And this whole session is a complete reflection. It will not feel like a motivational speech where I will give some of the tips to improve yourself, and you will take those tips, get excited, and after a few days, it will fade. It's not like that. And you all are in a different situation. So, and you all are not broken. You all are not broken. So, what happens if you are joining this session, maybe live, or those who are watching recorded? Just put your papers and pens aside. We don't need to write anything, and you don't need to capture intellectually also. So, I want you to feel just be here, your presence. So, my key topic for today, which I want to discuss, is now we all are in the modern life. So, what we call this is modern life. And this is quietly eroding our self worth, if you believe it or not. And okay, it's eroding, but every problem has a solution if we see in a different angle. So, how this program maybe, or maybe something else you take from this program can help you to save your self worth, or you will not let your self worth down. So let's discuss that one. Okay, my first point of discussion is, everybody, every successful person, right? And you also maybe are capable of doing many things. As a person, I am capable in doing something else perfectly. My child is capable in something else. My wife is capable in something else. Same for yours too. Your friend may be capable of doing something else better than you, and you are better than him in some matters also, in some subjects, maybe in some tasks, what you say. So everybody has a different capability. But if we are capable, then are we feeling enough? Just ask yourself. Many of us are feeling we are not enough. So, how is that happening? I'm just observing some of my clients and in my society and in my environment that people are having high-rise buildings as their own home, and people are having luxurious cars, and still they feel something is missing, and they always want to get more. Somebody is having a car of 20 lakh, always wants to go for a car of 50 lakh or higher version of it. Similarly, in case of having a home or house or building, somebody is owning a property, he wants more property, and he, after having owning that property for some years, you feel like you should own more than that. Even if I say, in case of corporate sectors or for the professionals, they are into a particular uh, promotion, or they are into a particular profession, career, whatever you see, we always feel this is not enough, this is not enough, this is not enough. And this is not enough, okay, whatever I have, that feeling will take you into the competition, and you will compete and you will achieve higher things. That is good in some cases. But the same thing, if you yourself are thinking, feeling, and you yourself are experiencing the right need, right desire, and you are moving towards your purpose, that is good. But other than that, if you are not moving towards your purpose and you are feeling not enough, then that is a complete mismatch. And this is nowadays happening for the evaluation economy. So, what is the evaluation economy? Let us talk about. Evaluation means somebody evaluates us, the society evaluates us, our family evaluates us, our colleagues evaluates us, in offices, even for students, if I talk, the evaluation process, the pen and paper evaluation I'm not talking about, the evaluation from the society, family, relatives, colleagues, everybody. And we are getting trapped in that evaluation, and we lose our self-worth, and we deliberately losing our purpose. Passively we are working for others' purpose, others' evaluation, and we are running behind that, running for that. Because this is happening, you just think, from the moment we wake up, we are greeted by metrics like how many views, how many likes, the KPIs, and the curated best moments of the successful persons that may be curated, but we don't know. So those problems we have outsourced, and that kill our self-worth, right? And that is only due to external validations. So we have started measuring our value through outcome, or we started measuring our value uh, that evaluation of others, right? And we lose our inner stability. And if this goes on happening and happening, then we lose our complete self-worth, and we feel always guilty that I am not enough, I am not enough, and I am not enough. And another thing, constant measurements are going on. In every sector you go, every professional you see, every student you see, every housewives you see, anybody, you go to a society, you go to a function, you go to a meeting. So we are getting trapped by that measurement, constant measurement. And there, the value is being reduced. And you know, The value is compared to the numbers. This man or this woman is having a car worth 20 lakh rupees, 50 lakh rupees. This man or this woman or this person is having property of 2 crores, 3 crores. He is a millionaire. He is a billionaire. So these are the value of numbers, but not the value of our humanity. Even if I talk about education sector, there is no rule, no formal rule, there is no structured rule or any law to evaluate the value of the child. And in interviews also, we see certificates, we see achievements, but exactly what achievements as a human being, as a good characters, where is that measurement? We don't measure that. So the evaluation economy, number one, and the constant measurement, that means the value reduced or value changed to numbers. So that's a bigger problem for us, right? So this erosion of self-worth is very subtle, and that we often don't notice that. That's the main problem. And when we don't notice any problem and it lingers, then it damages. Till what? Till we are completely burned out. And after burning out, we realize something wrong has been happened. If you would have noticed, if you would have aware of that problem from the beginning or maybe before burnout, then that problem might have been solved or you might have been addressing the problem right now. But that is not happening. So awareness is very important, key factor. So now, what is happening exactly? I'm telling you. The thing that is happening, the reason of the burnout, why it is happening, the evaluation economy, the constant measurements. So something is happening that is coming from outside. Let us know what is really happening to us. So that if we will know what is really happening to us, we can rectify that. So let me speak something about how that inputs are coming into our mind from outside, not from inside. Number one is, are not we facing thousands of daily decisions? For example, when you get up from bed, you decide, you choose, or you decide to take a bath, you decide to go for a walk, you may decide to go for exercise, or you may decide to watch your mobile phone. Everything is a decision. You decide to go to the office, you decide to work there, you decide to reply to the emails, and you decide to have a meeting or attending a meeting. You decide to conflict with others or escape from the conflict. You decide to plan for the next day, plan for the next month. You decide to set a target, everything. So small targets, small decisions or big decisions we take every day, thousands of decisions are coming into our mind. Thousands of decisions every moment is coming to our brain. So what is happening? By that, thousands of inputs are coming inside our brain and we are processing them. And how we process, that is very important. And if thousands of decisions we are taking, then don't you think there should be a filtration process which will keep the best decisions and good decisions with you, and maybe wrong decisions or worse decisions that should be filtered out? And what is happening? Another thing, we see many notifications. The notifications in the mobile phone, notifications in our email, like, and notifications from any digital source, or maybe social media notifications. So they are endless the whole day. And we face social comparisons every day. So that is also going into our mind. So number one, thousands of daily decisions we need to take, that is going into our mind. Endless notification, that is going into our mind or brain. And social comparisons, maybe status, wealth status, maybe your family status, maybe your maybe what property you have, right? Maybe relationship status, everything comparison is going on. So in families, like they are going there and here, they are dining there, we are not going. So they are observing that party, we are not observing. Their child is doing that, your child is not doing. This kind of comparisons are going. Social comparisons and work pressure. This is there everywhere. Work pressure is there. So that is also input. One type of input. So thousands of daily decisions. That is input. Endless notifications. That is one input to our brain. And social comparisons. That is also input to our brain. And work pressure. So which is coming, the work, the task we take. So that is also input. And information overload. Many informations. Because in this digital era, in the AI era, we hear different informations, maybe from our digital media or maybe from some other persons also, right? But we are collecting different informations, but where that information go? That information are going into our minds, into our brains, and we process all those. So what is the output of these inputs I talked about? So I talked about 5 inputs, 1,000 daily notifications, I mean decisions you take, endless notifications, social comparisons, work pressure, and information overload. These are the inputs. And what are the outputs? The, I mean, there will be a choice or chronic exhaustion. If you take thousands of decisions and you process, your brain will process that. So you will exhaust gradually. And that gradual exhaustion every day will turn into a chronic exhaustion. So that's the dangerous. And number 2, emotional numbness. So that is a major problem now. Emotional numbness. Emotionally, you will be numb. And decision fatigue. So how many decisions can a single person get? It's very difficult. So you can relate with your also. When 10 decisions, 5 decisions, 1,000 decisions, how can you take? So decision fatigue will be there. You will get tired of taking decisions. And one more thing, anxiety responses. So due to those many thoughts coming into our mind, many inputs our mind is getting, our brain is getting, so there is a kind of anxiety developed. So our responses will be anxious responses sometimes. And one more output is self-criticism. What we do, due to these comparisons, we criticize ourselves. I am not enough. Just I told just before. So that is a self-criticism. So I see myself lower than others. If in a profession, I go to the office, I see myself lower than my colleagues. That feeling of not sufficient, that feeling of insufficiency. So that gives a self-criticism. And self-criticism is the biggest criticism, which will erode your self-worth. It will corrode your self-worth. And we will feel every time low. So that's very dangerous. So what is happening there? Let me talk about how this erodes yourself or your from inside. It starts with a thought. Like the picture I'm showing here, you see, a thought when developed in our mind, then if some thought is developing in our mind, After some time, if we stay with that thought for some time, then our emotion is been generating, and that thought emotion connection will be there. So when the emotion is connected to the thoughts, first thought has been generated, then emotion. When thought and emotion stays together, then we act something, or some behavior occurs, or some actions we take. And after we take the action, there is definitely some outcome. If we take action, some outcome will be there. Agreed? And when outcome will be there, then what will happen? Somebody will judge us, or we will judge ourselves. So this cycle always continues. If that is a good thought, good emotion, then good action, then good outcome, and the self judgment that we do, that will be satisfactory. If others will say good, the problem lies, if I am feeling satisfied, then that is the whole process, the whole cycle becomes automatically a better cycle or good cycle. The moment I feel low, the moment I feel that this action is not a good one, the moment I feel not a right one, then we need to think of that. And sometimes this my action is wrong, that creates from others' input sometimes, others' judgment, others' evaluation, I told. So they will tell, no, you have done wrong. If you have done wrong, then again you will go to that loop. Okay, what did I do wrong? But what you are doing, everybody, we are just staying with that wrong outcome. But we never go back what we did, and we never at all go back to the emotion behavior, emotion behind that act. And we not at all go back to the thought that has been created, which caused the behavior, which caused the outcome, which caused this all of the result. So that is important. So where this inner mechanism that we discussed, we need to be aware first. So when we will aware of all these things, then definitely the last end point you see, that judgment, maybe by others, maybe by me, will be completely clear. I mean, clear, because I am self-aware. I'm aware of what my thinking, what is my emotion behind that, and what my behavior behind that, and what is the outcome. Everything I'm aware of that. And by changing those, if something goes wrong also, some outcome is going wrong, then I will again go back to the cycle and check what goes wrong and where, so that I can change. Wrong thought if you create, or sometimes if you create a good thought also, right thought also, maybe sometimes wrong emotions, that creates a wrong behavior. Right thought, right emotion, right behavior, right outcome. And if you are feeling satisfied, then, or if you are feeling that you are the best, you have done your best, you have given your best, that is fine. So, but if you continuously repeating that self judgment, I am wrong, I am wrong, I am not right, I am not enough, so this kind of things will lower your self worth, and that will develop anxiety, and it will uh, rarely satisfy. Anxiety is never satisfied, so you will face different problems, right? So this is what, so then this connection needs to be checked. So for that, awareness needs to be there. Now, let me discuss about the uncomfortable truth, what is happening. Why we run from the quiet. The loop I discussed, thought, emotion, then the behavior, then outcome, this can be scanned, this can be scrutinized only through awareness. And awareness will be created if you will pause yourself before reacting to yourself or to others. So for that, pause means a silence, a quiet place for you yourself. Complete quiet, no action, nothing. So what you will do? So how many of us reach to our phones if we get a 30-second break or so? We want to stop that noise. We want to quiet that noise, but we are not living with that silence. We are not living with the presence with us. We are present with phones. We are present with TVs. We are present with digital medias. We are present with our friends. But silence, remember, is a mirror. So when the distraction of scrolling and doing are gone, our unresolved emotions, they come out. How many times, how much time you can watch a mobile phone? When you keep that, your unresolved emotion will come out, will surface out, and you stay busy sometimes to avoid those emotions. You are not living with those emotions. So that is a uncomfortable truth. You have to accept it. So silence reveals hidden things in you. Because what is the hidden thing? Your emotions, your thoughts, those are hidden. What is the surface level things? Your actions. Because it is there. Everybody can see your action. Everybody can see your behavior. But your emotions and your thoughts, nobody can see. So let us live with that which nobody can see. We are living with that which everybody can see. So just we have to cancel that. But everybody are seeing. Let us live with our silence, with our pauses, with our presence, the presence with me, myself, where nobody is there, no other thought is there, no other influence is there. So that silence will reveal the hidden things in you, the hidden powers in you. Right? So nowadays, what we do, the modern escape that I told about, what is the modern ways of escaping the silence? Phones, notifications, social medias, Netflix, the comments from the others, and the lucrative or what I say, the successful people that curated outcomes that the reels or the media is showing to us. We are seeing that and we are escaping from that silence. So we are escaping from silence, and that is not good. We are escaping from silence means we are escaping from our emotions and we are escaping from our thoughts. So that will not heal you. And what is the hidden gift? The hidden gift is the silence that reveals your mind and body's voice. Be silent with yourself, be quiet with yourself. You will observe gradually that your mind is saying something, what your body is saying something, whether your mind is saying something, your body is obeying that or not, whether your body is saying something, your mind is obeying that or not. The coordination between body and mind. So if that is happening, then your life will have a coordination, 100%. So now, what is really happening? We have been taught always that being strong means pushing through, staying positive, and ignoring the pain inside us. But that is not the strength. That is suppression. You are suppressing yourself. You are suppressing your pain. The suppression leads to gradually, if that continues, that suppression, that leads to delayed exhaustion and burnout. Finally, I told. So, the true strength, the capacity to present, that is the true the strength. What is true then? That is there. Be present. The capacity to be present or stay present with what you feel. Even the meshy things is happening to you, the uncomfortable things is happening to you. And that too, without judgment. Without judgment, be present with yourself. And you feel that feeling. When you acknowledge the emotion, your emotion, maybe it's anger, maybe it's happy, maybe frustrated, maybe irritated, whatever the emotion we have, let us acknowledge that. When we acknowledge the emotion loses the power to control your behavior. If I'm accepting the emotion, yes, I'm angry, immediately you realize that you are angry or you are irritated. I am irritated. You accept, you acknowledge that I am irritated, then that irritation, that anger immediately loses its power to control your behavior. And what will happen? Your emotion is not controlling your behavior, means you are in control. You don't act according to your emotion. So what will happen? The loop that has been started from the thought, emotion, and behavior, that will be refined, that will be controlled by you. Wherever wrong thought, wrong emotion, so wrong behavior, you are not behaving anything. You are pausing with the emotion, means the behavior or the action will not take that time immediately. So you have a chance before reacting to go to the emotion back, change the emotion or change the thought so that it will change the emotion and you can take the action. And your better action or better behavior will change the outcome. That's what you need. And the outcome is good, outcome is better, then you are really a strong person. And you did not become the strong here. In this case, I explain not because of suppression, but because of pausing, or but because of taking a pause. Be present with yourself, acknowledge the emotions. So, what happens in the old version? What did we do? So, we push through the pain in the old days, right? Or before today, also, you can say, we push through the pain. We have pain and we are living with that. And we are showing others that we are strong, being suffering inside. That we are not doing here. And we're ignoring the emotions also. Many emotions. We ignore the emotions and we smile. That emotions we suppress. And we think that we will be always be positive. Staying positive is not bad, but it is not everything. Rather, staying intelligent is more important or more better than staying positive. Then you are hiding vulnerability and you are running behind the constant performance. Now, what from today you will do, the new way of awareness, you just notice, but without judgment, you notice that, and you allow your emotions. Don't suppress those emotions. Allow your emotions. May it be anger, may it be irritation, may it be happiness, may it be joyful condition also, whatever. And be honest with yourself. Before being honest to others, be honest to yourself first. And the rest is strength. When you rest or when you pause, that creates your strength. Because you are facing your emotions, you are living with your emotions, maybe wrong one also, that increases your strength because your emotion loses the power to control you. You are controlling, means you are stronger. And that presence over perfection, that is also important. You be present with your thoughts, be present with your emotions, be present with your actions. That is important than your performance or perfection. Because automatically you will perform better. So, what supports you? As our new course of discussion is three things. awareness. So what is happening? Positive affirmations. Okay, those are good. Positive affirmations, they are good. But they often feel like as a lie to us. And if that foundation, why? Because I take the positive affirmation and my foundation inside is not strong. So that's a lie. And the real self-worth grows only through three things. Awareness, we should be aware of that. Awareness, replacing what's wrong with me, what's wrong with me, to what is happening inside me right now. You think like that. So your awareness will grow. What is wrong with me? So that is external thing. But if you see inside, then you will ask yourself, what is happening inside me right now? So that you can answer yourself. Answer yourself, right? And emotional permission. So what emotional permission? Allowing yourself to feel tired. If you're feeling tired, you allow it to be with that. If you're feeling uncertain, you live with that uncertainty for some time. You live with frustration if you are getting frustrated without trying to fix it immediately. I told that, look, if you don't try to fix it immediately, then you can go back to your emotions a bit longer and you can go back to your thoughts. And you can change your thoughts to change your emotion, and change your emotion will change your behavior. But if you immediately fix your emotion, then that might cause a wrong action, a wrong behavior. So you permit yourself, give permission to your emotions to stay with you for some time. Allow yourself to rest, allow yourself to struggle, and allow yourself to be imperfect also. What's the problem? Then only you can recognize what are you, where are you, and where to go. You can reframe your perspectives, reframe your thoughts, and one gentle structure. That is, healing. When you are healing yourself, how to do that? You start with 5 minutes morning reflection that supports you every day. That should not pressurize you. A small but sustainable ritual you do for every day for you yourself. And that healing is not a loud one, not a dramatic one. It's a quiet, it's consistent and honest choice to be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself, honestly, with silence, with pauses, every morning. And if perfect, then you can start it just before sleeping also. And you will see the change in you in few days. So I want to leave with you with one question, very important question for yourself. Don't look for a right answer. Just look for the truth. Where in your life are you being unnecessarily hard on yourself? Live with this question for yourself. May it be many times, frequently, may it be sometimes, may it be never also. You don't need to solve it today. Just sit with the question. Just noticing it, it creates the space for change, for beginning something, for beginning the awareness. And awareness itself is the work. Awareness is itself is the work. You will feel that. And you will feel different. You will feel like scanning your body. And you are not behind in this case. If something shifted for you today, or if you simply felt seen, that is enough. You feel like you are seen, you are seeing yourself. So that is enough. You don't need to transform overnight. This is not overnight journey. And you don't need to rush also. Stay calm, stay quiet, take a pause every day. It can be a continued momentum that you will gain. Then you'll be perfect in scanning yourself, perfect in becoming aware of yourself, perfect in taking action, perfect in thought, and you can control your emotions also. And the person who can control their emotion, and that loop I told, thought, emotion, actions, outcomes, and self judgment. So that loop can change. And that change happens when your awareness is kind. You are not behind, you are becoming more aware. That's what. So, what is the main thing that you are taking with here? So, notice without fixing, be gentle with yourself, and trust the quiet moments. Live with the quiet moments. So please be present with this all thoughts today that we have discussed. This is not at all motivation. Whatever I told, you just sit with yourself, take a pause, and you start practicing tonight. And tomorrow morning, you can continue this. And you will see, you will feel the difference in you after 7 days. And after 21 days, or maybe after some more days, you'll be perfect in finding yourself, finding your purpose, and finding who are you. So thank you for the nice session joining today with me. And you found out some time. I'm very grateful to you. Thanks a lot. With this, I sign out.